Okay, hello to everyone, and we are doing To Kill a Mockingbird chapters 26 and 27 today. There is a lot of different things going on in those chapters. What I would definitely recommend you is to look in the book itself and see for yourself how much fun is it there. Although the events are, from the first perspective, a little bit depressing, but then you can see the maturity and the growth and the understanding of life the way it is that is really portrayed in the story. And the 26th chapter is all about the narrator's perspective, how she sees the events developing inside the story. So let's look at question number 1. Atticus has known all along the night Jem lost his pants, if you remember what was going on. So you can have a look here at what I wrote for you at the prompt. Do you see that? Hold on, here we go. So, so he knew all along, and let me just put a pillow here, that the children, when they went to the neighbor's house and they were not allowed to go to the neighbor's house, that they were in danger, and he actually was there and he was going to help them, and he never told them that he was there, and the children didn't know. They felt that he knows, but never he actually told them, yeah, I knew that he went to the neighbor's house. How did he find out? And of course, the book tells us that it's all about the children's footprints that he saw. And you can look over here on page 242 and 243, what I underlined. I'm too old to go chasing you off Redley property. Besides, it's dangerous. You might get shot. You know, Mr. Nathan shoots at every shadow he sees. Even shadows that leave size 4 bare footprints. Size 4 means she was very little. Her foot was very, very little. And bare means she didn't have shoes. So he knew that they went to that house. A good thing is that as a parent, he did not want to put his children down. So he did not want them to know or feel embarrassed that he knew all the way what happened. So let's have a look. Atticus wins re-election. Why? Well, you must understand that people in the neighborhood of the city, of the little town where he lived, they partially supported him. And the only way that they were supporting, they weren't really able to openly proclaim their support towards the fact that they disagree with Tom's being accused and with Tom's being put in prison. So when they put Tom in prison, most of the city neighborhood supported Atticus, supported Scout's father, but they were not able to really reveal their support to him. So when the re-election came, he was absolutely re-elected 100% once again. And on the other hand, it also reveals how they already forgot about that issue. And if they were against him, some of them, then they forgave him because he was much more important for them than even some disagreement with his political perspective. Let's look at point 3. Miss Gates and Hitler. Oh, that's an interesting one. It's about the teacher, and it's about her being a hypocrite in regards to teaching World War II in Hitler's perspective, perspective toward racism, how she was communicating to the students, and maybe we can find this in the chapter as well. On pages 244 and 245, we can see how she teaches the lesson on democracy. And then she says, I mean, how can Hitler just put a lot of folks in a pen? She printed democracy in large letters. Democracy, she said. Does anybody have a definition? That's the difference. Democracy, we are democracy. And Hitler, I'm just looking for the exact quote from the text, that Hitler is the dictatorship. And then she says, that's the difference between America and Germany. We are a democracy and Germany is a dictatorship. Dictatorship, she said. So, but where is the irony here? And I hope you remember what irony is. The irony is that being a democracy, they yet have racism and persecution of innocent people of a different race, and yet they're calling themselves that they don't have racism. So that's kind of really hypocritical. So number 4, why does Scout's question upset Jim? Well, let's have a look at the quote once again. And Scout is growing up, and Scout is thinking about everything that's going on in the world. And Scout does not really like what's going on, but he is trying to figure it out. So he is very upset and he is very mad at the society, at the situation that's happening in the court and with Tom and with all that society. And he gets furious when Scout wants to approach him in the discussion of comparison Hitler and comparison racism in Germany to the situation in Macomb, in the city where they live. So, Jim, how can you hate Hitler so bad and then turn around and be ugly about folks right at home? That's his sister is asking him. And then he said, and then she, the narrator, just responds, Jim was suddenly furious. He leaped off the bed, grabbed me by the collar, and shook me. I never want to hear about that courthouse again, ever, ever, ever. You hear me? You hear me? Don't you ever say one word to me about it again. You hear me? Now you go on. So the brother gets very upset with his sister, not because he disagrees with her position, but because he is sick and tired of what's going on in the society, of racism and discrimination. Okay, let's move on. I believe that we can stop here at chapter 26. If you have any questions, please, you know where to find me. You can ask any of them or any suggestions in the comments down below. Absolutely always welcome. I try to although I'm trying not to put too much of information in my how is it called? It's not called the comments, in my description of the video, because I want you to actually think for yourselves and ponder upon these questions. And once again, I wish everyone all the best and a lot of success in your future endeavors with literature in your career. Talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.